Hey everybody, it's James from the Northside Print Shop. Today I'm with Quinton, and I would just like to ask him a few questions. So, tell us about your company.
All right, so the company name is Simply Worx. We do direct-to-film printing. We actually import them from China with help from our team of engineers, and we actually they work with us to get the printer and the dryers exactly how we want them to do. We're a service company that's truly based on service. You know, we have a great printer. We're all about our servicing our clients to make sure they're making money, not having a lot of downtime and things of that nature with their printers.
So, how'd you get started in the printing?
Long journey. My background is more in business. I've taught on the collegiate level, I've taught on the high school level, and then it was like at the point I was at that point in my life, I've built other people's company, I've done all these different things for other people. It's like, let's go ahead and see if you can build your own. So literally flew to California to meet my brother. Me and my mother jumped out of an airplane, and that was us actually me jumping into business, and my mother was turning 65 at the time.
Wow.
Yeah. So from there, started with a heat press, and we started with direct-to-garment printing. Graduated up to embroidery from there, and then we started getting into direct-to-film.
Nice.
I bought what is now a $40,000 paperweight that's sitting in my shop. I look at it every day. I make payments every day, $833 a month. But I do that as a reminder, though. If you actually literally came to my shop in Lexington, Kentucky, you see it sitting right by the door.
Wait, you're in Kentucky?
I'm in Lexington,
Nice.
Kentucky.
I'm supposed to be doing a conference in Kentucky next week.
Yeah, next week?
Yeah.
You should stop by the shop.
I definitely will.
I'll get you the address.
Awesome.
And from there, so I started saying, hey, we can build this, we can make it better. Actually, my guy back here, my friend, was, hey, we can do it, Q.
Sure.
We, you know what we mean, but
friend.
we jump in. But he's been a huge support, a huge help. He's actually part of my engineering team. And I just started doing the research, and we got the printer that we have right now. And we got a beast of one that's going to be releasing in January at ISS.
Okay. So what was it like when you sold your first printer?
It was exciting, honest, and it was scary. You know what I mean? Even though I've been testing it for about like 9 months before we even sold it, it was still like, okay, somebody just bought a $24,000, at the time it was $27,000 investment. And it was like, okay, and now it got real.
Right.
Now, because that type of money, if you mess that up, that's ending a business. That can end a marriage, it can end relationships. So it was like, and we took a lot of pride in that. So for the first 30 customers who actually purchased my machine, they have my direct number, so they don't call anywhere else. They call my personal cell, and we make sure we're taking care of them. So, and it was good. Those customers right now are still running, and they're profitable, which is good.
Especially in times like this, where a lot of new creators are starting to jump into the business.
Yeah.
So the reason why we do these interviews is because we have a print shop, like I said, up in Lawrenceville, Georgia. And sometimes people are trying to figure out the difference between DTF, screen print, DTG. What would you say is your favorite print?
Mine is actually DTF, okay, and I started in DTG. DTF is just so versatile, right? So whether you're printing on cotton, polyester, you're not having to worry about any of that. Hell, I printed on cardboard and stuff like that. So it really just gets really versatile with it. Full colors. And the technology is still relatively new, so as it continues to grow, the hands are going to get softer. Everything's going to keep getting better. We've spent a lot of time as far as I have over, literally $40,000 just invested in film. Right, a lot of painful mistakes that just going through, and that's you're talking about the last year and a half. And that's just to make sure we have the right film, and we're still getting better. We're still looking, okay, what's the better one? Is it from China? Is it from from Berlin? Where am I going to get it from?
Right, a lot of research and development.
We are. It's a ton of
testing and testing always.
Can we look at some of your machines? Yeah. So this is the WORX direct-to-film machine here. So you're looking at 24 inch. This is more of a commercial grade printer. So if you are going to if you're doing a lot of prints, I always justify that. I ask clients all the time, how much are you spending in transfers right now? If someone is saying, hey, you know what, we're spending about $15,000 to $20,000 in transfers each year. Now that starts to put you into the category of maybe you need to start looking at a printer. But I always tell them, when you purchase a printer, it's work. Either you're running it or someone else is going to be running it. So if you're not at that point in your business, you may need to continue to go on with just buying your transfer. You have one of those sheets. So this is our dryer. You start looking at, I'll get back to that. You start looking at our complete setup. you're looking at a 6 foot by 6 foot space, and you're in business.
No doubt.
This machine is going to print between, on a bi-directional, it's going to print between 90 and 100 sheets as far as an hour.
Okay.
And that's 12 by 12 images. So, like I said, you're going to be rolling.
Yeah.
You know, you got your actual color if you're actually investing in this machine. But again, like I said, not everybody is ready. So what we did as far as in our program, we have it. If you're not ready to buy a machine, we're offering you very high quality transfer. So when you come to the shop, you'll actually get to see it in action.
Okay.
So you have an entire you have your transfers you can buy for us. Same machine, same quality. Let's say it gets to the point, hey, you know what? I'm ready to scale up a little bit. That's the starting. Now we're scaling. When you scale, maybe you start with one of our smaller units that I'm releasing here in a month. We're 16.5 inches. And that gives you a smaller footprint in the house, but it gets you into the business.
Right.
And then once you go from there, when you really start ready to start growing, now you grow into a larger commercial machine.
So you're really like a full service, like lifetime customer.
That's
we want to see you grow from this to this.
That's what I want.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and again, and when you're ready, because what you get as far as when you're working with WORX, and when we start putting out a lot of our content, it's going. You have like a ton of knowledge. I was an executive with Target. I did operation for Lowe's. I covered like 35 states in the U.S. and South America and Mexico. Wow. As far as for capital medical. So I've seen, and I've done I made a lot of mistakes, right? So I learned, and I'm bringing all that in. And then when I started learning the market, what's happening with the market, all of this stuff, and now I put that into anyone who invests in our machines. That's what they're learning.
For sure.
You know,
so it's not just like I'm selling you a machine.
That's it. Because I can sell a machine to anybody. You know, but it's not it. And I've told clients no. I've steered them as far as the different directions.
Sure.
Because what you have in this market right now, with China.com and Alibaba and all these little different things, it gets very, very easy to go and purchase a machine from China.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And what people do, they buy it, and they buy a $7,000 machine or something like that, or $8,000, $9,000. They get it here landed for $12,000, and they try to, I'm in the printing business. It's like,
right.
But what is your level of support look like?
Right. So, for instance, like, if you're a person that's just getting started out and you have a customer that may need 1,000 shirts or 1,000 transfers, and you're like, well, how do I know there's going to be consistency in my inks, my transfers, and so on and so forth? This is somebody that cares about customer service. You would be able to call him directly, and he would help you figure it out. Is it okay if we see an example?
Yeah, I'm about to go ahead and print it here. These are just some of the samples that we printed out here.
Nice. And can folks get their inks from you, or do they get them from us?
Yeah, they can get their inks from us. If they have an Epson I-3200 print head, they can purchase their inks from us, because our inks are especially formatted for that. Again, another thing about when you're buying online, you can get very cheap inks.
Right.
You know, most people who are out there buying from the China.com, Alibaba, they're not dealing direct with factories.
Right.
Factories don't sell direct to individuals.
Right.
So you're dealing with agents, and agent companies. So are you getting the consistent inks? What happens when the actual ink formulation changes? Well, you're looking at the times, again, commercial time.
Right.
And I can't get the raw materials.
Right.
What happens when I can't get this color, this particular pigment?
Right.
Do you know that they've changed it, or are you going to find out once you put it in your printer?
Right.
And most people find out when they put it in their printer.
Right. So some of my background, I started out in screen printing.
Okay.
And then we got a DTG in our shop, Epson 3070.
Okay.
And when we started our home business, like just a little closer in another location, we started out with an Epson 2100.
Yep.
So for someone that doesn't really know about DTG, it's like the inks, like they start to catch up really, really quickly.
Yep.
So what would you say is the difference between going through this process as far as like touch and feel? Like how can someone come to you to know what's coming ahead?
Right, as far as what now?
As far as like different processes.
Yes, like as far as like bettering the inks and things like that. Yes,
sure.
They can. Like a lot of it is actually just us doing the research. So again, if that client, so any of my clients who actually have the machines, when it comes time, I'm letting them know, look, if you're happy with what we have, we still have that channel. But we found we have this new premium ink, and here's why it's premium. Whether it's OK-Tech certified, there's less glycol in it. So I'm able to educate you. If you're like, hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
You can keep buying these inks, and you'll be fine. Same with the film, same with the powder. So we will carry. Now, eventually, we will phase out the non-premium, because we want to be a premium company and premium brand. But like right now, we have premium, but I'm always like, what's that next level?
Right, for sure. So how did you guys meet, just so we can get you on?
All right, so he and I met when I was athletic director at Bryan Station High School back in Lexington, Kentucky. That's my good friend, Obi. We met about I was just 7, 8 years ago.
Okay.
Right? And I was supposed to kind of put him in check. He was having his daughter trained by another trainer in another state. And we sat down and we met, and we just kind of hit it off. It was like, first off, the rules, he was within the rules, of our athletic department, of the athletics in the city. And then it was like, hey, he was a cool dude, just really caring about his daughter and how she was going to perform. And from there, we just hit it off, and we became good friends. It started off, everybody came by my print shop on Saturday, and we just solved the world's problems.
That's problem solving.
And then it grew to, it was like, he was like, man, we could do this DTF. Again, we meaning me, because he'll tell you he's retired. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I got text message, hey bro, where you at? Man, I'm out here fishing, man. Like, oh shit, I'm in the shop, right? So
must be nice.
Yeah, no, but really. So we just kind of like, we really hit it off. Families have gone, and from there, he's been an integral part. He's done first engineering for Lexmark. He has an engineering background. So when I have thoughts in here, I'm just bouncing stuff off of him, and that's what I need, a sounding board. Wayne is his cousin. Wayne has a ton of management experience there. So he just, again, just coming around. Chris, he would actually be running my California brand. We actually expand to California. I brought him here to Kentucky. He'll actually leave certified to actually install and train people on our printers out there on the West Coast. So I mean, just continuously growing. And I have 2 other engineers, a mechanical engineer, and I have a chemical engineer as far as on the team as well, and 1 other mechanical engineer who works for Canon. So again, I have to surround myself by people who are smarter than me, people who are going to challenge me, but also people who can follow the directions. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important. So I'm constantly looking to just kind of grow my staff as we grow. And we're right at that point right now where it's time.
So you said you guys have been in business for 8 years? No, you met him 8 years.
I met him 8 years ago. My printing business, where I did the direct to garment, where I'm more direct to customer, that's been in business for about 8 years now.
No doubt.
Yeah, that's been in business for 8 years. The WORX has been around like officially for about 2 years. So it started with getting the dryer, getting the printer, doing the testing, and then growing from there. Last January, we released our Series 1 of the WORX. Okay. We just released it at ISS last January.
So when it comes to printing on this, do you have like a specific software that someone has to use?
Yeah. So right now we have CADlinks.
Okay.
We have CADlink software, standard RIP. We got some good things in development where we're looking to have our own complete RIP system. So we're completely vertically integrated, everything as far as the system. Kind of a control freak. So.
Nah, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah. Like that helps for people to know, like, okay, why is this not working with Garment Creator? Why is this not working with Easy Rip? It's like everything's vertically integrated there, so that we know how to fix our issues.
Yes.
So, I totally understand.
Hey, my pleasure, man. You have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.